So the next section here is going to be the product review. So like I mentioned, we're going to create a questionnaire today, and we're going to create some associated visuals with that. So we're going to do things like sleep hours, mood, soreness, alertness and focus. We're going to also add a body chart for pain and soreness, and then also urine-specific gravity. So a few different types of questions here that we can use the different question types that are available inside CoachMePlus for you to set up a questionnaire. So what we're going to do is, if we go in as a coach, we'll be able to see exactly what we need to be able to see. So I'm in here as a coach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Settings, Questionnaire, and then I'll see the three options I have here in my questionnaires menu. So of course you have your questionnaires, which are the overall containers, the questions, which are actually in the questionnaires themselves, and then also the responses. So I can go in here and I can see what's already been answered by my athletes here. If I go to questionnaires, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new questionnaire. So I'm just going to call it New Daily Questionnaire. I can give it a description. I can mark that it's active and when it's going to start. So let's just start it today. And if I leave it at blank here, it ends at, it'll go on forever until I inactivate it. And then I can choose if it's prompted on the home screen or not. So I'm going to leave that checked so they know they have to do this daily. And then what users or what roles. So I can either select individual users or I can select roles themselves. So I want all my athletes to get this. I'm going to select Save. And then my questionnaire is right in there. So it's right here. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the questions section. Inside of the question section, I'll see the ones that are already for my daily wellness questionnaire that are already in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make this a little bit easier on myself using our filters here. I'm going to go to questionnaire, and I'm going to filter out ones that are only in my new daily questionnaire. So I select that and I hit filter, and I can see there's nothing in here yet. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new one using that green button in the upper right. I'm going to add it to my questionnaire. So I can add my title and my body, and I can add that right there. So when I do that, I'm going to see a bunch of different type choices. So there's a lot of different options, from buttons to ranges to different types of inputting data here. What we're going to do is I actually want what's called a slider, going from 1 to 12 hours of sleep. So if I go here, my range will allow me to do that. I have 0 to 12. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to make it required. So measurement choice is on the complicated side, where you can add different specific choices. And then rank, of course, we're going to leave that blank to autofill for the last question. So I'm going to save that, and it's right in my new daily questionnaire. So now we're just going to add a couple more different types. So if I go mood, I can add that right in there. I'm going to leave my body alone. So how do we want to rank our mood? Let's say I have all these different buttons here. I'm going to go buttons with colors. So I got a red, yellow, green system. So I'm going to add that right in there. I'm going to make that required as well and hit save. So I might have a mood question. Let's say I have anything to indicate overall soreness. So I have overall soreness. Maybe I want to do that on a 1 to 10. And maybe I don't want to have any colors. I can do that. So I have that, and I'm going to hit save. The last one we're going to do is alertness or focus. I add that, and maybe I want that to be a number input, just a manual entry of whatever number they want on a range from 1 to 100. And I'm going to hit save. So there's a few different types of number input questions. But say I want to add in a body chart where my athletes can indicate pain or soreness. Any areas of pain or soreness. I can add that, and then in here there's going to be a type of question called body chart. So there's two different ones. There's body parts and there's body chart. Body parts will allow me to select any areas of soreness, and that's it. So I'm not going to have a number rating, I'm just going to have the actual parts. Body chart will allow me to select that area of the body and then select whatever number of pain or soreness between 1 and 10 is there. I'm not going to make this required because maybe my athlete might not be sore or have any pain or anything. So we're going to leave that as unchecked and we're going to hit save. So I have my body chart right in there. I can see the type right in here. So I have a few different types. Last one we're going to do is we're going to do urine specific gravity question. So indicate your urine color when you first woke up this morning. And then the nice feature about CoachMePlus is we do have a question allowed for that. So there is a urine color selection right here, and I'm going to make that one required as well. So if I go in there, I can add that and save that, and we're good to go. So of course you have all these different types of questions, whatever it might be. Now you want to kind of check out how that's going to look. If you go over to the questionnaire section in the same menu, you can select that and hit show. So when you hit show, you're going to kind of see a little preview right here as well. So I have my full slider here, 0 to 12. I have the different types of questions I had. So I had my soreness, 1 to 10. Maybe I have this in 80. And then I also have my indicators right here as well for whatever areas of pain or soreness. Well, this is just the preview. If I were to go in as an athlete, maybe this is through the application or what's called a team access point. We're going to do that right here, so I can see that right here. This might be bookmarked on an iPad. This might be bookmarked on a computer, whatever it might be. I can actually go in and we can complete the questionnaires. So there's 2 of them assigned to Cole here. My daily wellness, which is already the preset one. These are just the basic 1 to 5 without any colors. Or the custom questionnaire that I just made, so the new daily questionnaire. So I have that, and I of course have this slider. So I'm going to go, I had 7 hours of sleep. How was my mood today? And whatever description, there's none for this one, so I'm going to go with 2. Overall soreness, I'm pretty sore. I'm going to go with 7. I'm going to give myself an 80 on my alertness or focus. And then I have my body chart right here where I indicate any areas of pain or soreness. So I can flip this around, do as I need right here. So I fell and hurt my left elbow yesterday while I was at practice, and maybe I was a little bit sore up in the upper arm section and lower arm as well. And then maybe my ankle got twisted as well pretty badly, so I can add that there as well. So I have that. I have all my areas of pain or soreness, and then I have my urine specific gravity question down here where I can indicate my urine color. So I was pretty hydrated. Of course, I can select 3. Okay, I'm doing all right. So I have all my questions answered here, and then my save prompt is going to come right on up. So I can select save, and then I am good to go. So if I exit out of this team access point, I go over into my Athlete Central, and I go to my athletes themselves. I just completed the questionnaire for Cole. I'm going to see that I don't actually have anywhere for my questionnaires stuff. So I just added all that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to quickly add in a few different visuals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually clear this individual dashboard layout out so I can see exactly what I want to be able to see. So I'm going to clear these out. What we're going to do is we had a body chart question, right? So we're going to do, we're going to add 30 days. Body versus the past 30 days is the associated visual with that. I'm going to add that in, and then I'm going to add in urine specific gravity. So of course I have that. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to add that one in. So VI-measurement-USG-history. I'm going to select half width, and I'm going to add that in there as well. So I have my 2 types of questions there, and of course I can go in and I can view that. But when I go in here, I'm going to see that I don't have the rest of my questions involved here. So I have my urine specific gravity, whatever it might be. When I go in, I can actually create a new visual. So I'm going to add in a brand new visual just with the latest few values here. So I go into my visualization builder, like those dashboards we built with the last webinar. We're going to create new dashboard. Okay, I'm going to select questionnaire history. And then there's a set of dashboards associated with just those ones as well. So with those I'm going to select questionnaire history. I'm going to show the past 14 days. I'm going to show an average of 5. And then I have a second average if I wanted to, and then I can add whatever questions. So sleep hours, whatever it might be, I can add that right in here. I can have value thresholds associated, whatever it might be, I can add that right in there. So hours of sleep was 0 to 12. And then I can add, again, my other questions as well. So I can add whatever I wanted to. Mood was on a 1 to 5 scale. Same color thresholds, and we're going to keep on going. So whatever it might be, I can add those questions in, and then I'm going to add that dashboard straight to the visualization set as well. So I have my individual, so I have my questionnaire history, add that right in, and then I can add whatever other types of visuals I wanted to in association with that questionnaire, and then also my athlete. So I add that in. And then Cole Wepner, I have my body chart, and then also my latest value, which was 7 and 2 for these two right here. So I've successfully created a questionnaire, assigned it out, and created associated visuals with it as well.